What's up, you lovely lurkers? What do you think about the Women's World Cup? Best to worst, summer living, and just mendings?
Well, sounds better than being stuck in North Korea. So, let's lurk!
Okay, Scott. Every week we start a new episode. And we talk about how amazing I'm gonna do at the game of subjective. And as it turns out, just talk.
Just talk. You talk a big game, Willy. And, I play a big game, but it's just a game at the end of the day.
I
So,
come a little short. Quick.
tell you, well, it's about velocity, maybe angles. Do some math. Here's the thing. Since we don't want this to be a runaway thing, we don't want it to be a dominating, even though it is, effort by me every single week. I want you to have a chance. I really do. Otherwise, people are going to lose interest. So we gotta adapt a new rule. We gotta find a way to get you back, to help you, Stella, get her groove back.
Help me help you.
So, what do you think about this? Since I have won 3 games in a row, I'm going to allow you the opportunity, not a guarantee, the opportunity to take 2 picks in a row with the help of a coin flip.
Okay, tell me more. So if I get a flip right, don't?
So right now, as it goes, I pick this week's subject.
Yep.
You get the first pick. For a coin flip, which you have to do, by the way.
Yeah.
there is no if, ands, or buts about this. You will get the chance to either get the first 2 picks or the last 2 picks. And you get to call heads or tails.
All right, let me get a coin.
But no matter what happens, somebody's getting 2 picks. This is just now part of the game if somebody gets 3 wins in a row.
I actually found a coin. That felt really surprising.
That's really weird. Nobody has loose change anymore.
All
let
right,
alone
so
metal.
if it's heads, I get 2 right off the bat. And if I get
You
tails,
get the first
I get
and second
2 right
pick.
off the rip or at the end.
At the very end. And if it lands somehow in the middle, I get to pick both teams.
All right, ready? Tails. Looks like you picked
You never said what it was. Did you say heads or tails?
Oh, I have to call it? I thought if it didn't wait to establish we suck at this.
This is horrible.
I thought
Yeah,
we established
very
this
bad.
rule. Scott, I thought if it's heads, I get it at the beginning because the heads is where it starts. And tails is where it ends.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fine. Let's do that. That's
Okay,
fine. You got me in a tailspin, so.
let's try it again. This time it's heads. You scared your pooch. So go ahead and describe the game this week.
All right. Okay, so welcome back. For those who know the game, you know what we're about to do. For those who are new, it's called Subjective. This week's subject is going to be classic board games. So what we're going to do is pick 5 each of the best board games, making a team, and whoever has the best team will win and get to pick next week's subject. Now, we have you help us by voting on our Instagram and our TikTok whenever it goes live, which is usually a day after the show goes live. So, Willy, you are on the clock.
Before we start, I want to establish a rule. This is board games, so it's not card games.
Not card games, not
Not
poker.
Mousetrap. It's board games.
Mousetrap is a board game. It's totally allowed.
Okay. Then to start.
Did you just like leak? Like what?
No, maybe. To start, chess.
All right. Chess.
Second game.
Second pick.
It's got to be a classic Clue.
Mm-hmm. So you're going chess, then Clue. That's 2 picks for you. I'm gonna follow it up with Connect 4 as my first pick.
Is that really a board?
It's kind of yeah. It's on this list I sent you.
That's why I had. Anyways, it's fine. It's fine. We've got to move. Okay. A second game or a third. No, you get another pick.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I get another
Shit.
pick. For my number 2, I know you love this game, so I'm stealing it from you. Catan is mine.
Good choice. I love Catan. It's a fun game. I don't know why people think it sucks. I am going to go with Battleship.
Oof. All right. Let's see here. I've got 2. This is the third one. I like to go make or break for this one. Monopoly.
No, that's so controversial. There's a reason I skipped that game.
I know. You either love it or you hate it, and it's mostly because you don't read the rules, so nobody knows how to play.
For my number 4th pick, we've got to do full-size board Twister.
And you said I didn't have a board game. How is that a board game? I'm going to allow it because it's on this list, but I'm just saying. For my number 4 pick, this one might be more controversial than Monopoly. I'm going Trivial Pursuit.
Ooh, maybe not my game. That's a card game, isn't it?
No, it played on a board. I can tell you've never played.
I would have sucked at this because I don't know these games.
Oh my gosh! Next, since I'm gonna win this week, next week I'm picking things that are in Willy's closet.
I'm still winning. All right. Well, my last one is not a euphemism for anything. The Game of Life.
The Game of Life is a great pick, and then that leaves me with the last one here. You said no cards, so it's on this list, but I'm not picking it.
Don't pick it. You can't pick Cards Against Humanity. You can't do it. You can't do it.
For my final game, I am going to do classic. Whole family can play. I'm going Yahtzee.
Nice. Good choice. Well, that is the game on Subjective for this week. If you like this team or that team, go into our socials, rate and review. Figure it out. Tell us who won. And please let it be me. I'm feeling bad about myself.
Well, you should be feeling bad about yourself because I read that you were in the news recently.
Why?
Didn't you take a trip down south, down to Houston?
Is this a Fox News thing?
Well, I mean, it was all over the news. There's this huge syphilis outbreak, so I figured...
What? How did you find out?
Well, it was mostly women. You know? So I just took a guess. I was like, there goes Willy.
I could smell him coming. Have you ever thought it's weird, Scott, that there's like people out there? I understand that there's animals that can smell specific things, like
sure,
dogs that can smell cancer or drugs, but there's stories of like a woman who can smell Parkinson's.
Yeah, or there's like fragrance testers who will get hired by these perfume companies because they have olfactory nerves that are like in animals. And like if you want to know what an actual vanilla bean smells like and adding it to your fragrance, this is the person you hire.
Wagwins?
We hunting wabbit.
Yeah, like got your tongue.
It's my yeah. So my nose is not as good as my partner's. She can smell everything and anything.
That's surprising. You've always had a really good nose. You don't have good ears.
No, and my taste is fine, but the like if I eat any garlic, she can smell it on my skin.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Like apparently, it runs in her family because her mom can do it too. If I've had anything, I'll just walk into the room. And she's like, "Oh, what did you have to eat?"
That's
hours later.
You can't ever hide if you've eaten something without telling her.
Nope. Not that I eat all that strangely, but
So she just smells what? Potatoes and sadness.
gas. Yeah, a lot of gas. So yeah, that's the woman I'm married to. She's got a pretty good talent, but you know who else has a really good talent? The women who are going to be playing in this year's World Cup. I'm a huge soccer fan. How about you, Willy? You can probably tell me everything about all of the teams, and so I'm just going to have you name them all. No, I'm just kidding. But
I know here's what I know. I know that the age range between the women's U.S. team, the U.S. women's team, is like 19 to who's this like star with the blue hair?
Megan Rapinoe.
Megan Rapinoe. I was gonna say Ninja. Isn't there like a huge like 20-year difference? Isn't she like 40?
Yeah, she's in her final World Cup. She announced she's going to be retiring.
She's gonna die. Oh, retire.
I mean, everybody is, but her wife recently retired from the WNBA, so they just probably want to spend some time together. It's time. Let the new guard in. Let the old guard retire gracefully. And hopefully with a gold, whatever they do, medal. I don't know. Shows you how much I love this. But I actually do love the World Cup as an event. It's a time where all countries get a chance to hold this golden statue, which, I don't know, looks ugly.
Should they all get a chance? Should Russia be there?
No, you have to qualify for it. You don't just get in. They've been playing to play in the tournament.
Okay, World Cup trophy. Is this the thing that looks like a art project from
It's like a paper mache.
like a middle school art project? It's almost like they took a baseball, like they went into like the garage and they're like, just find a ball that we never use. And then they took a t-shirt and they got it wet and they twisted it, put it in the freezer, like spray paint it gold. We're good.
Or somebody took a softball and tried to give it a wizard hat made out of tinfoil. And then put it on a little base.
It's not good, weird. Dude. When you see like just okay, first glance, open up your messages app.
Okay.
This photo looks like somebody just stroking the shaft of a wiener.
Oh, I think okay. So that's the men's World Cup trophy. The women's World Cup trophy is different.
Okay, well this man is about to deep throat the men's World Cup trophy.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the women's World Cup trophy, it's also quite phallic. So lots of photos of them kissing it. It's it's not as bad. It's actually better.
I think the women's is better.
Yeah, it's an actual soccer ball surrounded by like a ribbon thing, and
I like this. I think this is better.
It's way better. Totally better than the men's.
Is there a trophy for a sport that you think is like the ultimate? I'm not going to say it because I've been wrong. I heard you. But the ultimate trophy.
I'll tell you the worst one. I'll tell you the worst one. Baseball. Baseball's World Championship trophy is like somebody took a cylinder, cut it into a quarter, and then on the very bottom stuck a bunch of toothpicks that you would find in club sandwiches.
This seems like something you would find on a shelf in like an office decorated in the 1980s.
Yeah, that trophy's been around forever, but like, it just why it looks dangerous to hold. Number one, number two, it looks cheap and chintzy. Like,
I'm gonna say, and maybe this is me being a little biased, growing up playing hockey, but the
the what?
hold on,
World Cup?
the Stanley Cup
Yeah.
is one of the best trophies because it's
100%.
enormous. And like
Size matters.
If you're unaware of how this works, every year the winner gets, is it the top ring or the bottom ring?
I think the top ring.
Top, right? It has to do. So there's like a cup that goes on top, and then they add a ring, and they engrave all of the players on the ring. So you're kind of
The
immortalized.
whole organization, I think. Yeah.
Oh, really? And so it's huge. This thing has gone on for years, and it's one of my favorites.
Then they take the bottom ring and they put it into the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
It goes on display there. Or they make it into pennies. I don't know. Could be wrong.
this is how America is funding pennies. We can't mint more pennies, guys. We're gonna wait for the hockey season to be over. There's 412 games.
So just to end on the Women's World Cup, everybody should be watching it. It starts tomorrow, the 20th. Whenever you're listening to this, it starts on the 20th of July. Check it out. We obviously want Team USA to win, unless you have some hidden agenda from me that you want to reveal here. No?
Say what?
Yes?
No.
Well, okay. So I think we should pick a second team.
Oh
that
God,
we think is gonna
okay,
win.
yeah, yep.
And each, you and I, get to pick a team that we think's got a chance.
Now, this isn't fair because you know who's in it.
No, dude, listen. I watch sports very sparingly, but I do know betting odds. So I can read the betting odds just as well as you can.
I know. And I don't know how good any of these teams are.
So just pick a country. Pick your favorite country. Pick one where you like the flag. Because it's easy to say, like, oh, England or Germany or Spain or France. These are teams that have been there before.
Right.
Probably don't pick the Philippines.
Okay,
They have
I got
a
it.
100,000 to 1 chance.
I'm not looking at odds. I'm looking at the schedule. I'm going to start with Denmark. I'm choosing Denmark.
That's the one team that you're going to say, besides the United States, you think's got a chance to win.
Not anymore.
No.
What? I don't know. Don't harass me for my
Denmark.
No.
No, it doesn't
fine.
matter.
It's fine. I'm confident.
Denmark.
I have confidence.
Okay.
I'm good.
You're going Denmark? Sweet. I'm going to pick Brazil just because they're good usually, sometimes. And we'll see. We'll see if any of them have a chance.
Whoever's team gets furthest wins something. And I want the Lurkers to tell us what that something is. Within reason.
With yeah, it could get pretty hairy.
Speaking of Harry, can we talk about men?
Too much women talk this early in the show. Just got to
I don't
bring
know.
it back. Balance it out.
Little biased. I saw this BuzzFeed article. BuzzFeed is the worst. Just want to say that. But sometimes they have some stuff that is fun to talk about. And it was titled, "Women are confessing things that men do that confuse them." And I've personally had 90% of these thoughts.
Oh, are they intrusive?
No. We're going to go through a few of these, okay?
Okay.
Maybe just 10.
All right.
What about this, Scott? Have you ever done this? You know that meme where a woman is thinking, he's probably thinking about other women. And in actuality, that guy is thinking about the most random thing of nothing at all. Yeah. That.
Yeah, they're in bed. They're side by side. Yep, I'm familiar.
What are you normally doing? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about before this episode?
Right before this episode, I was thinking why my Diablo 4 sorcerer is nerfed to hell.
My God. Okay.
Also,
Yep,
where
ladies.
can I get the best deal on hockey cards?
Whoa. This one is me. When men say, we ain't going to the doctor, but the limb is literally falling off.
Yes, men have such an aversion to getting help or healing themselves. They think it's just like, well, put some duct tape on it. It'll be fine.
So we were walking through like IKEA and just looking at some furniture. And my partner's like,
Dangerous
hey,
place to be.
we need to figure out where this thing is. I'm like, no, don't stop it. What are you doing? We're not asking for help. And she's like, why? Just, the person is right there. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm going to open it up on the app. We're going to find it. I can figure this out. I don't need anybody.
Willy is a prepper. He's very self-sufficient. He's got a hole right behind him, underneath the couch. It's got a year's supply of food.
It's all Twinkies.
Yeah.
Why do men always have the prettiest and longest eyelashes?
I'm pretty sure that my whole life I have been told by women how jealous they are of my natural eyelashes. I don't use any of the extensions or the fake. I have thought about getting my eyebrows laminated because they don't show up a lot on the show. I need a little. You've got some thick brows there.
What?
But yeah, mine are a little weak.
Yeah. You've got weak brows and I've got a weak chin. We're fine. It's the same, right?
Exact same. Yeah.
I'm a dude, but I'm always wondering, why do we all pretty much collectively enjoy digging random holes, especially at the beach?
I think it's because we were told as children that if we dug a hole deep enough, we would eventually reach China. Not realizing, however, that anybody who told us to do that was condemning us to a torturous death. Fiery magma.
Did you ever see that video? This dad is taking his like two kids, like a daughter and son, to a beach. They're walking through the beach and there was this like, you know how sometimes you'll have the waves and then you'll have like a mini like water reservoir that's like built up, right? So what they wanted to do was build a little drainage system so that water could seep in from that little reservoir into the ocean. Okay. And so the dad's like, hell yeah, we can build a tunnel. And so they built this little like ravine, and it turned out that it broke everything. And all of a sudden the whole like mini pond from this one like 6-inch path broke away and everything flooded into the water. Sounds awesome. I would do it.
I would totally do it. Yeah. Is that on the list? Is like just destroying and wrecking things on the list? Because I think we have a propensity to do that a lot too.
I've never thought about this. But this woman is confused. She says, I'm confused about how the Franken beans are stored in the underwear.
If you look at the shape of men's underwear, it doesn't really make sense. I feel most underwear manufacturers think it's like bean, and then Frank over top. And that's great for those who can do it, you know? But for some guys, it's the other way. For some guys, it's like bean, gopher in the hole.
Have you ever thought about what it must look like when the turd initially comes out? That's it.
I haven't. Nope. I've seen videos.
Ew.
No need to wonder.
There was one cup involved.
Just one.
This person says, my wife's biggest gripe is that I spend time flaking, drinking, driving, or whatever. Not those things in order. Or whatever with friends I haven't seen in months. And when I get home, I will have absolutely nothing to report back, despite having talked solidly with them for 6 hours. My wife, on the other hand, will pass casual friends on the street and within 10 minutes know every single thing they've done in the last 5 years.
That's true. Because remember the other day when we were hanging out with the guys?
Yeah.
And we hung out for like 3 hours and just talked about life and stuff. When you got back home, what did you tell your partner that we talked about? Just stuff.
Dude
Just
stuff.
things.
Balls. Dumb jokes.
Can we go back to the underwear for a second?
Yeah.
Seriously. Seriously. Okay. What type of underwear do you wear?
MeUndies. Sponsor us.
MeUndies. Not a sponsor, but could be. And the type, the form, are you
Briefs.
Thong?
No. No.
Boxer briefs or the spandex briefs?
I want them
far
tight
does it
fitting.
go down
I want
on
them
the
tight
leg?
fitting. And
Where does it go on the trunk? Is it above the knee? Is it below the knee? Do you wear a onesie with a butt flap?
Oh, I want them short, but I don't want it cut. I want it a brief style, but spandex.
Okay. I wear the other kind. The ones that like look like a... In the front it looks like a bikini.
Like the Superman kind?
And the back has got a full ass. Yeah.
You want your ass right there?
I got the thick thighs, you know. I'm a lifesaver. And I don't like the way the spandex goes across my thigh. It either rides up and it already, you know, by the time I get home, it's basically what I'm wearing today, or it's way too loose and it feels weird while I'm out there walking. But that's not the worst part. Let's go back to the boys. I need a pouch, and I haven't found any good pouch underwear. There's got to be a separate contraption or compartment to just separate, keep everything nice and
You don't need that
not
much.
chafy.
You don't need that much space.
Yes, you know I do.
Listen, me and our mutual friend Josh and Scott, we all went rock climbing. And the only boulder we saw was moving up and down the wall with Scott.
Belay on.
Okay, this one says, I've learned a lot about being married to my husband, but there's one thing I fail to understand in general. Why do you guys like to stare out the window so often? It's usually just going up to a window or looking out the front door and you fall into a trance. What's up? What's up with that?
It's the same exact thing from the first question you asked. When we're lying in bed, do not think that we are, plotting against the world. No. When men see a window, and that could be in the bedroom, in the living room, in a car, that is not just a window to the world. No. That is a window to the void. And
What?
we stare into the void with our whole being.
If you wonder, my thought on this, Scott, is women will often wonder, like, why don't men show their emotions? It's out the window. It's over there. We're looking at them from afar, but we're trapped inside. We can't feel them. And hold on, we've all done this, but have you, driving in a car, done the little like, look at, I'm running, and then pictured like a dude running?
I like to do the arm thing.
Oh.
Where my hand is some sort of surfboard.
Like you're flying?
Just flying. Yeah. Flying like Tom Cruise in the danger zone.
And if you ever see me just staring out a window, I'm almost always humming like a jingle that got stuck in my head. Like right now,
Same.
If I were to,
Yeah.
if I were to stare at a window, do you want to take a guess at the song in my head?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Nope, I'm going.
Dude! I shit you not.
No.
No. It's not the same, but it is the Wii startup screen. Do 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 do.
These things have defined us for far too long. Speaking of things that are far too long,
This show?
yes, but we have to answer it with this question. We have to answer it with this last one.
Okay.
Why does it take so long to poop?
Because you're doing it wrong.
No, that's the question. Why does it take us so long to poop?
The toilet is just another window. You know, I'm just gonna be frank with everybody here. You can still be Willy.
Oh, thanks.
When you're pooping wrong, it's because you're not getting enough fiber, you're not drinking enough fluids, you're dehydrated. So it's just not gonna do its thing. With a well-balanced diet, full hydration, lots of sleep, you're going to feel it a lot sooner than when you actually get into the bathroom. And by the time you're sitting down, it's, down elevator, doors closed, here we go. And then you can wipe. The wiping is the longest part. Honestly, the Sharpie effect happens for most people if you're not meeting those requirements.
Now, I'm a 3 times in the morning.
A day?
No, more. 4 or 5
What?
times in a day. 4 or 5 times.
How? What are you eating?
It's coming out normal. It's coming out solid. Not too hard.
I know, but what's in there? If I just gutted you right now, like the shark in Jaws, am I
All
finding
poop.
license plates?
Just-
What am I finding in there?
I don't know. That's probably somewhere on this list. What do you men eat? I don't know. It's just I'll find food and I eat it. I don't want to be judged like this. Listen, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I should go pee. And it's morning, so I'm gonna sit down. I'm old, so I sit down.
Welcome
then it's
to
like,
the club.
oh, I could probably poop. And then
Every
I
morning.
drink coffee, and then I drink coffee, and then it's like, yep. Here
So
comes again.
you evacuate every single morning, multiple times.
Multiple times. 2 times minimum. 3 times
Man.
is most common.
I am lucky if I go once a day. I'm on every other day for sure. But it's just kind of once. I don't look at it that much anymore because I'm afraid I'll get caught staring. Yeah, you've heard that there's people that'll take pictures of it because they think it's a work of art, even
That's
though it's
fucked up. No.
Listen, the only thing that we have to care about is whether or not we are a McDonald's shake machine or Niagara Falls. We got to be running on schedule. We can't be broken down. And that's why.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. Please rate and review wherever you lurk.
We appreciate all of your love. So remember to be kind to one another, and we will see you this weekend.